Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Car Stories. Today, we take you on a journey back in time to explore history. This car, 1977 Chevrolet TV commercial United States, wasn't just an ad for a car. It was a message, a reflection of who Americans were, where they came from, and where they were heading. It was about trucks, sedans, station wagons, and sports cars, but it was also about families, farmers, city workers, and soldiers coming home. Chevrolet knew its audience, and in that minute or so on screen, it touched hearts across the country. Set to a gentle, almost anthem-like soundtrack, the commercial featured the slogan that would become deeply iconic: baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. It was more than a catchy line, it was a cultural snapshot. Those four elements were carefully chosen to evoke pride, tradition, and a sense of belonging. Visually, the ad was rich with slices of Americana. A Little League baseball game on a sunny afternoon. Families gathered around picnic tables. A dad teaching his son how to throw a ball. Young adults cruising through small towns in their Chevys. Every frame was designed to tell a story that viewers could see themselves in. The cars shown in the commercial were the embodiment of what Chevrolet had become by the late 70s: reliable, hardworking, and familiar. The 1977 models, including the Caprice, Malibu, Monte Carlo, and the full-size Chevy trucks, were presented as dependable companions for everyday life. Whether you were heading to work, taking a road trip, or hauling tools to the job site, there was a Chevy for you. The Caprice Classic, for example, was marketed as the car that had everything: comfort, elegance, and room for the whole family. The ad showcased it cruising along scenic highways, its long body glinting under the sun, a family inside smiling and laughing. It wasn't just about luxury, it was about experiences shared. Meanwhile, the Chevrolet pickup trucks, especially the C10 series, were highlighted in shots of rugged American landscapes. Dirt roads, construction sites, farm fields. The message was clear. Chevy trucks were built to take on the work that needed doing, no matter the terrain. And they were built to last. In terms of voiceover, the narration was warm, confident, and inviting. The voice didn't shout. It didn't sell aggressively. It told a story in a calm, sincere tone. It was the voice of trust, guiding viewers through the values Chevrolet wanted to be known for: quality, honesty, and pride in American craftsmanship. What made the 1977 commercial stand out was its sense of unity. During a time of economic change and political uncertainty, this ad didn't dwell on fears or frustrations. Instead, it celebrated simple pleasures and enduring values. It reminded viewers that, no matter what was happening in the world, they had each other, and they had Chevrolet. The footage also reflected a wide demographic, something not all automakers did well at the time. You saw young people heading out on dates, grandparents waving from their porches, working-class men and women, suburban moms with kids in the back seat. Chevrolet wasn't just making cars, they were becoming part of people's lives. That it's important to understand how powerful television commercials were in 1977. Without the internet or social media, a well-produced ad during prime time could shape the national conversation. And Chevrolet knew exactly how to use that influence. Not just to sell cars, but to reinforce an emotional connection between the brand and the people. There was also an undertone of patriotism, but it wasn't loud or forced. The American flag showed up subtly, perhaps in the background of a parade or painted on a barn wall. The message was more about shared identity than political statements. Chevrolet was suggesting that it understood America because it was built in America, by Americans, for Americans. One of the most enduring aspects of this commercial was how it managed to transcend generations. Parents who saw it remembered it for decades. Kids who were in the room might not have noticed all the details, but they remembered the jingle, the feeling, the images. It was advertising that planted roots. Even today, watching that 1977 commercial can bring a wave of nostalgia. The fashion, the colors, the music, they take you back to a slower time, where families ate together more often, where long drives meant something, and where your car was part of your identity. Chevrolet managed to tap into that sentiment perfectly, For Chevrolet, 1977 was a pivotal year. Their full-size models had just undergone downsizing to improve fuel efficiency in the wake of the oil crisis. Yet the commercial avoided focusing on technical specs or changes. Instead, it leaned into emotion, tradition, and trust. That's why it stuck in people's memories. Over the years, the phrase baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet would be reused and parroted, but in 1977, it felt fresh and sincere. It represented everything people wanted to believe about their country, that despite the ups and downs, some things remained steady, familiar, and dependable. The 1977 Chevrolet commercial wasn't just about promoting a product. It was about preserving a mood, a memory, and a message. In doing so, it became more than just marketing. It became a cultural artifact. Something that collectors, car lovers, and historians still look back on with admiration today. In a way, the commercial reflects what old car stories is all about. Not just machines and metal, but memories and meaning. These cars, these ads, these stories, they aren't just relics. They're reminders of who we were and how we got here. And the 1977 Chevrolet commercial remains one of the finest examples of storytelling through advertising.